Hello traders, welcome back to one more session of Market Outlook, man. Guys, in Market Outlook, this is the session where we break down the entire market using technical analysis as well as my trading experience to make a projection, based on what the chart is showing, as to where we see the market going into the next week. The reason for a actual market outlook or a weekend analysis is to help you understand or see where the market has a potential to go. So it's very good to tune into this session actually every Saturday to see how I look at the market to see where we can go in the next week. This outlook also enables you to tighten up your plan that you have for your specific swing trades as to how we see the market moving overall. All right, so guys, today I'm going to be breaking down the Nasdaq as well as the ES. The ES is my favorite, and the Nasdaq do provide opportunities here and there that I like to jump in and take advantage of. All right, it's very good, as well as you can use the overall direction of the Nasdaq futures, which is actually pretty much tech, to help you find great low risk swing trades in the stock market as well as short-term trades in the Nasdaq to make quick and pretty good income. I don't like to use the term quick because sometimes people refer something that is quick as not good. But in this sense, if you learn to read the market and study price action, being able to make quick profits is a good thing because, for example, my overall trading plan is to come into the market, take short-term opportunities, and the short-term profit that I do make, I always roll my short-term profit over into my long-term investment account. So pretty much short-term trading is a good place if you develop the skills, if you develop the overall everything you need to be able to successfully make trade consistently overall. That helps you to create a stream of income to where you can fund or continue to build on your long-term investment. So that's the main purpose of being able to take active and short-term trades. It helps you to grow your long-term portfolio a bit faster, as well as provide you with a consistent stream of income. All right, so let's jump into the ES, man, and break it down, see where the market is going, see how close our projection from the last session was, and see were we looking at the market correctly and how we can look at it going forward. All right, so let's jump into that chart, man. So here we have a very nice price action in the ES. Last session we talked about how the market had run up here and it had already started to pull back. So we said that, hey, we're looking for price to hold inside this support, which was resistance here, and it was resistance here. It is very important for you to know that whenever price is going to go higher, it always, every time it breaks out of a resistance, which it did right here, if price is going to go higher 100% of the time, price is going to use old resistance to become new support, and from there that's going to propel price to go higher. All right, so we got price bouncing out of the resistance that has now becomes new support. All right, as well as we have the 10 EMA right inside there. All right, so price bounce, run up, and now what other What else am I seeing in the price action that can help navigate where we go next? All right, so we already identified that this right here is the top of the market, because this was the level that you can see the market broke out once, but it wasn't able to sustain that high and price sold off. So we are looking as this level to be where the market is coming back to test. All right, so we see the market runs up here a little bit close, and now it starts to pull back a little bit. This is healthy. This is actually good. So it's nothing to get worried about. So right here, I'm seeing a quick pattern. So I am anticipating or projecting that from here the market is going to break out, or it's going to run up to this resistance level, which was the old resistance, and then from there, we do have to get cautious, because I'm not gonna lie, things has been going pretty good from all of this. So I'm starting to look to see, hey, are we going to get some form of pullback sometime soon? Every stock has just been green. Everything you buy is just going higher, higher, and higher. So typically when I start to see stuff like this happening, I actually know that, hey, not that something bad is gonna happen, but hey, I need to be a little bit more cautious. I need to make sure I'm buckling my belt a lot tighter, and I'm dotting every T, I'm crossing, dotting every I, crossing every T, because this is the time that you will start to make mistakes, and then the market just pull back and you weren't expecting it. So though everything is looking good, I'm looking for this market to break out here, or just come back and hit this resistance, and then probably from there we pull back down here again, and then we try to go higher. But yes, everything is setting up for the Christmas rally. As they always say, the market normally is very bullish at the end of the year, and from what I'm seeing in the price action right here, that is exactly what I'm seeing setting up to happen. But that doesn't mean that we should be sloppy. We should never get sloppy. We should also always take our profit as they come, because unrealized gain pretty much is no gain. It's not profit until you ring the cash register and you lock it in. All right, so please lock in some of those profits, so that when the market roll over, you have that profit with your capital ready to go again and take advantage of the new opportunities as they present themselves. We're going to drop down to an hourly chart and see what we're seeing for the ES on the hourly chart. All right, so guys, it's pretty much kind of all right. So all right, so let's just talk about it. On the hourly chart, we see it pulled back here. It found a support. Price run back up, and then it pulled back. We got a nice W pattern, or a W pattern. And now on Friday, price pulled back, which is a healthy pullback. We have a higher low right here. Now price has started to push back up. So we have to be just a little bit careful when price gets back here, because in order for us to go higher, we do need to clear this level, and then, like I said, back to the top of the market is going to be somewhere up inside this zone. So we will see how the market behaves inside that level. Are we looking to break out? Yes, I'm anticipating a breakout and we push higher, because the market runs in cycles. We run up nicely, then the market pause, consolidates, and then from there we're looking for the market to break out and continue higher from there. And then at some point the fun is going to be over. We're going to get a pullback or a retracement, and then from there the market will look to move again. All right, so let's look at the Nasdaq, see what we're seeing in the Nasdaq. What is the game plan for the Nasdaq, and then we will go with that. All right, so switching to a daily chart, and unlike the ES The Nasdaq was weak, but we can see that we're still inside, this somewhat of a box. But the good news is that once again we're moving up nicely on this side. So price pull down, we have a higher low here. Price runs back up, pull back, continue to make higher lows, and from here we are projecting to test the top again. Now this is very critical, because in order for us to go higher, which I do believe tech will go higher, we will need to break out of this level right here before we decide to go higher. All right, do you come in and buy right up here inside resistance? That would not be the smart thing to do. We either wait for the breakout and the pullback, which, like I said before, whenever market is going to go higher, we break a resistance. Typically, in order for it to be a safe play, you need to see price pull back, test the resistance, and then from there, this is where you get in and you take a shot on the bounce in anticipation of coming back up to this level or going higher. That's just the way I trade it. That's just the best way, or the safest way, in terms of how I look at the risk reward ratio, and I think that's a good way to play it. So we need to see price break out and pull back and test before it's really safe to jump in. It is very important that though we're projecting a breakout here, because everything is looking good, we should go higher. Never for 1 second can we actually forget about the fact that anything can happen and something just throw a monkey wrench inside this market. I don't know what it is, but let's say, for example, on December, I think 13 or something, the electoral college, they will have to vote. If for some reason those guys go in and they vote contradictory to what the election results are saying so far, guys, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a bloodbath in the market. So you want to make sure you're always looking to what is that thing, that unforeseen thing that can actually come and drop this thing back down, which most people are not paying attention to. And be ready, because it's possible. So though I'm looking for the breakout again, never forget that this pattern can also break back down, come back down to the old support down here, and the market just continues to be in a channel. If something happened that most people weren't expecting, that can trigger a really dangerous sell-off right here, right now. So don't get sloppy. Make sure you're playing it, not playing it safe. I don't like playing it safe, but make sure you're analyzing your charts, you're taking the low risk entries, because though everything is going higher, this is the time when a lot of people will start to make mistakes and start to buy anything because everything is moving. But whenever you see the market starts to behave like that, trust me, the bears are watching and they're ready to come out, and when they come out, they're coming out very hard. All right, so guys, if you did find some value inside this market outlook, we're still bullish. We're anticipating the market to break out of the resistance and continue to make new highs. We will continue to buy on the pullback, which are the low risk entries. We will continue to make swing trades into the end of the year, but never forget that there's always something lurking that we just don't know about, and you have to manage your trades. Use your stop loss. Make sure you're not taking on any position that, if that one position goes bad, it's gonna ruin your account or take you out of the game, because the worst thing to happen is you get wiped out. It's better to take smaller risks where you can play several more times. The more time you play is the better the probabilities are gonna be altogether. If you have $1,000, cut your risk up into $100, all right, so that you can at least play 10 times. But don't be that guy that risk the entire $1,000 and only get to play once. All right, so again, if you like the video, just hit the thumbs up. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks for watching.